All right, guys, so for our day in Farmington, here we are, not to be missed, of course, the Civic Theater, which has been around since September 22nd, 1940. Is that about right?
Very close. You're off by 2 days.
Off by 2 days.
That's not important.
September 24th.
September 20th.
20th. I even went the wrong way. And as a person that grew up here in Farmington, this is a theater that I love and have enjoyed coming to. We've got the general manager, Scott, here to tell us a little bit about the history, the previous owners, who owns it now, and what they've been doing with the place. Tell us a little bit more, Scott.
Well, it's an exciting place to work and to manage, that's for sure. It opened in 1940 originally. It was owned and or operated by the Hohler family from then all the way up until 1999. And then they decided to get out of the business and approached the city of Farmington, who said, yes, we'd love to own it and keep this gem right here in the community. And they did some remodeling at that point and reopened it a few weeks later, and we have what we have today, a nice two-screen Art Deco type of architecture by C. Howard Crane, who, I don't know if you knew this, but he's the same guy that was the architect for the Fox Theater in Detroit.
Oh,
We're a little bit smaller, but
yes,
it's the same guy.
I did not know that. And think about that, guys. That's the same family that's owned this for 59 years, if my math serves me right. I remember coming here, especially during like Sunday afternoons or Saturday afternoons, or sometimes on a weeknight. My parents would bring us. Back then, I think the tickets were like $1.50 or $2.
They fluctuate. They started out at 12 cents, but you're probably right.
Probably right about, yeah. But one thing that I did love, especially on like a Tuesday night or a Saturday night, was listening to Skip on the banjo right next door at Books Abound. And they actually have the banjo and the hat that he used to wear. And for Farmington families that have been here for a couple of decades, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Books Abound was operated from 1988 right until 2005 when Skip had retired. It's now a brewery, which is great, a great place to eat, get some food, get some dessert, a place that I've been to probably 3 or 4 times, and I do anticipate going back again. How in the heck did you get your hands on the banjo and the hat and all of that?
Well, Skip did retire and he moved out of town. Once he did that, his house was sold a few years later, and he allowed the theater to acquire a couple of his straw hats from Henry the Hatter here in Detroit, as well as his banjo. So we were fortunate to be able to do that, and he lived right around the corner, so it was a short travel here, and we encourage you to come by and take a look at it when you're here next time. Absolutely. Please do. It's right here on the second floor, and check out the historical items that they've kind of curated and collected in their own personal museum. One thing I will say, a memory of mine that I have, and I can't even tell you the year, Scott, but I think it was maybe a 95 or a 94. There was Gallagher that came to town, or maybe Gallagher's brother. I think it was Gallagher's brother. It was Gallagher's brother. Yes. Okay. I was having that discussion in the car on the way here, and I couldn't figure out which one it was. But he would smash the watermelons and smash the cantaloupes and do all the things, and it was in the downstairs theater. And it's one of my fondest memories. My mother, my father, my sister, and I came and saw him that night, and it was just a hoot. It was a barrel of fun. I've noticed since then. A little bit of a mess, yeah. I was gonna say, I noticed since then you guys have completely torn out and redone all the chairs. Yeah. Because those are not the same chairs. Just because of the watermelon. Just because of the watermelon. But thank you again. I appreciate it. I appreciate the time. I appreciate you opening your doors to us. Thanks. Appreciate you visiting. We just saw a great matinee at the Farmington Civic Theater, and nothing makes me hungrier. Actually, that's not true, because I had a whole ton of popcorn. I had candy. I had pretty much everything that you could buy in there during a movie. I'm definitely not as hungry as I could be, but we are just about to sit down to a great dinner right here at Cowley's. All right, guys, we've had a super fun day here in Farmington, Michigan, kind of wandering the downtown, and it is definitely time for dinner. And the only place that I wanted to go for dinner was Cowley's Irish Pub. And we've got actually Greg, the owner, here with us. I do gotta mention, I am a UAD grad, as is Greg. However, there's a strong CC family here, if I remember right. Is that right?
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
Multiple generations of CC here, but yep. we'll tolerate the Catholic school.
Hey, Catholic school. We're all coming together, right? Anyway, Greg, tell us a little bit about the restaurant, about that amazing renovation you did, what was it, almost 20 years ago, and just like the difference in atmospheres that you have here.
Sure, appreciate that. Yeah, this was my dad's place back in, he purchased it back in 1972. If he were alive today, he would probably tell you that we ruined it. But my brother and I invested a bunch of money and put up 2 stories. And so what you see here is an authentic Irish pub that actually was delivered from Dublin. The bar downstairs was built in Dublin, and the bar upstairs was built in Belfast. Everything in here, including the 2-bladed fans and everything except for the brick, came from the old country. Was delivered out on Grand River and installed by local tradesmen. And here now 20 years in the new building. Even though it looks old, it was made to look that way, and we're looking forward to the next 20.
Absolutely. No, and thank you so much for having us and having us in. If I'm going to order one thing on the menu, what should I get?
So the number one meal in the house is fish and chips. The second thing that really we're kind of known for is Irish spring rolls.
Okay.
Which are made in-house. It's basically a Reuben and an egg roll.
That's
we make them all in-house, and we sell a train load of those. Everything here comes off the wood-fired grill, so all your burgers, all your salmons, and we serve about maybe 100 pounds of salmon in a week. So everything comes off the wood-fired grill, which puts a good flavor on everything, and that's why the wood pile's outside, out back.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. I didn't even think about that. But I'm definitely going to be getting the fish and chips and the rolls both. Thank you, Greg, for having us. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you walking us through the history of it as well.
Thank you for doing this. And, you know, downtown Farmington is a jewel, and hopefully we can continue to push that forward.
All right, guys, so we did order the fish and chips, and we did order the Irish spring rolls, which an Irish spring roll effectively is a Reuben that's fried. That's essentially what that is. So excited about this. Now, let's get into the fish and chips. Of course, I'm gonna need a little bit of that. Yep, need a little bit of that because I love my lemon. Get it all up on there. Oh my God, that's hot. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's a legit fish and chip. That's the real deal right there, absolutely. And I would be eating all of it if it wasn't burning my mouth. Okay, so just putting it out there. I've had a lot of Reubens in my time because I happen to like them. And you can always tell the place that skimps on the corned beef and just goes with just cheap food and cheap material. This is not that place. This is a high quality corned beef right here. This is forgetting. Irish spring rolls, forgetting. Oh yeah. And here we are, guys, at the end of our night. We have had a fun day in Farmington. But before we get to our last activity, if you're considering buying a home, if you're considering getting a home on the market anywhere in the Farmington Hills, or Metro Detroit area, we would be honored to help you and your family on your next move. Please call us at 248-886-4450. All we're asking is the opportunity to earn your business. Now, let's get in here. This place is really cool. It's been here for about 3 years. It's one up, arcade, and bar. And we actually are here on a night where they're doing a tournament, which is so cool. So every Thursday they do a Super Smash Brothers tournament. It's $10 to enter, $50 prize. Nobody cares about the entry fee or the prize. Everybody's just here to have a great time. I know for a fact that I'm gonna lose should I enter this competition, and I will definitely be entering this competition. I'll be like the first one up. All right, guys, and like all good things, this Farmington video must come to an end. But before then, so that everybody knows I'm no longer selling real estate, I decided to get a job here. No, I'm kidding. I just happen to have the sweater in the car. And I love the whole Pac-Man thing behind the bar. Everybody, thank you again for tuning in, checking out Farmington with us, checking out the Civic Theater, checking out Cowley's, checking out Great Place to Eat, the sledding hill that has no snow on it yet. But that's okay. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, comment below, and don't forget, every like, comment, and subscribe, we are donating to a charity in this video. Thank you again, guys. Make it a great day.